And I want you to go ahead and start hitting that share button because we want you to, get all the information you can from this exciting event coming up. And we got the one and only, the well-known, his name is Mike Resnick, and he's an international model, and he's here to hold it down today to talk about an event that's coming up this month. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on with no further ado and get him in here too to talk about this wonderful event that he's a part of. And Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantabulous, Captain 85.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Welcome to the show. Glad you was able to make it. Due to some technical difficulties, our guest, the one and only, she's an international model as well. We Model USA. But Mike said he's going to hold it down and give you the 411 to 911. And if you have to call, the operator, we'll get in contact. But we want to get the information about this big event that's coming up, Mike. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Or most of all, let's get, for the people that might be chiming in, that may not know you, tell them a little background about what you do. You all over the place, you international, and to be able to get an international model on my show is a very, great honor. And I really appreciate you being able to come on and inform the people of the 757, the 804, and those around the DMV about what's going on this month.
Absolutely, Captain 85. Thanks for having me. As Captain 85 said, yeah, I'm Michael Resnick. Some people call me Mike Resnick. They call me the model, the actor. Yeah. I do it all. I have a passion for it. It's some of my gifts. And I've been doing this for a while, and I also volunteer my time to help the youth. I don't know if y'all can see the shirt right there, but this is Ray Neblett's basketball camp, ICB for Life. Inner City Basketball Camp just celebrated 15 years, y'all.
Wow.
15 years of doing a free camp, not a fee camp where there's a fee,
right,
where we're taking away from our youth, hurting the economy in our own community.
Right.
We've been doing a free camp. You don't hear about that no more. The news didn't come out there. We weren't looking for the news because we're going to share it with the world.
Right.
To let people know what's going on. And we're getting donations from the West Coast, the East Coast, the Midwest. And it's a blessing to be able to witness that and be a part of that. I'm so happy. We had over 250 kids for a whole week.
Wow.
The community showed up, Captain 85. Restaurants donated food to feed the kids. It's not about making money. It's about giving back.
Right.
And it's not just about the basketball camp where they learn amazing skills. It's about these life lessons.
Yeah.
These real life lessons that are given to these kids. And they're listening because if they're laying down, we making sure they're sitting up. They got a hood on, take your hood off.
Hello.
Absolutely. We are, watching you right now. We got the eyes on you. Your parents entrusted in us.
Right.
And it was amazing to have the speakers that we had come up there. We had international artists, father and son.
Okay.
That have been around the world painting. They just did a big job for Google for Juneteenth.
Okay.
And please forgive me, I don't know the name right offhand. I just actually met them again for the second time. They done some amazing work out there. We also had our very own VA NBA legend, Terry Davis, was in the house.
That's what's up.
From out of South Boston, Virginia. What was his message? Where did he come from? It didn't make a difference where he came from because that didn't dictate where he was going.
Right.
So I definitely want to give him a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Bo Dean, the first African-American from VCU College to play pro basketball with the New York Knickerbockers.
Okay.
He was in the building with some of his family. Ray Nebler had all his family in there. It,
Okay.
it was just amazing. We actually had a Hall of Fame coach, forgot his name, but almost 80 years old, over 700 wins, talking to them, a conversation that's going to last a lifetime, that's going to cause an impact for the lifetime. And like you said, the news should have been out there, Captain 85. But
Yeah.
guess who did show up in the building?
Who that?
The governor
Oh,
of
wow.
Virginia,
Hey, hello.
Mr. Youngkin. I probably said his name wrong, forgive me, but he was in the building,
Okay.
And we know what time it is,
Yeah.
So, it was good to see him. And yeah, we also had the Commonwealth of Attorney from Henrico County
Okay.
showed up. We also had some attorney law firms that were big sponsors for this to make this happen, and made sure every child had a shirt from Ray Nebler's camp so they can remember that camp. And we had some other coaches. Jack Dempsey was in the building. You talking about a man, I mean, powerful stories I heard, to where that's how relationships should be, Captain 85. He
Yeah.
was coaching a young guy that's doing some phenomenal things.
Okay.
Now, guess what he's doing? He's actually coaching that phenomenal guy's child now. Isn't that amazing, man? How the generations keep coming, man, doing some great things. So it was amazing. We had another young lady that's playing college. That's amazing. Definitely doing some great things out there. Like she said, giving her time to the youth. Time
Right.
that we can't give back, but we know the lasting impact that it will happen.
Yes.
I was able to speak to Missy Lane, speak to her grandson for a moment, because like myself, probably hasn't been talked about, but I'm sharing it now.
Right.
Where I experienced some type of bullying.
Yeah.
More so on the verbal abuse side. Because at the end of the day, I was always taught somebody put hands on you, protect yourself.
Right.
I don't resort to violence because I
Yeah.
know the mind is a powerful weapon.
Yeah.
And some of the words that can come out your mouth that God has gifted you with can make the enemy bow down and walk away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I did experience that. So I was sharing some of my wisdom with the young guy. And it's like, he felt like he didn't want to be there. Like a lot of 11 years old, they want to be in those video games.
Right. Right.
But I can guarantee you, if some of them 11-year-olds knew the people that were in that building for that week, the lessons that were told, they would put down that video game in a heartbeat. Because guess what? Like some of the college guys from Gonzilla that was there, big college, they almost made it to the national championship. I think they made it to the Final Four or Sweet Eight, Elite Eight. But he was there sharing some lessons. He said, yeah, I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice video games and going to parties because I knew where I wanted to go. And my mentors, I didn't want to let down because they have invested so much in me that no amount of money can ever repay them. But to not give up and to follow my dreams and make it a reality.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. The reason why I continue to do this show, to bring people like you that to speak to the generation. People might say, when they look at me, you old, why don't you go somewhere and chill? How can you chill when people are dying in the street? Young people are dying. And my theme now is young people are dying, mothers ain't crying, that fathers are locked away, and nobody's here to stay or to pray. Our young people is the future. It's the key component to our community. I ain't trying to take back the community, for me, because that phrase ain't working. I'm trying to save the lives of the youth. And that's what the focus should be on, changing the minds of the youth. If we can do that, because you just spoke yourself, that you was there to talk to the youth. The community is too broad of a statement to use, because we are dealing with young minds. What the community? What? I don't know. You know, that's a block. That's a hood. I'm talking about the mindset is what we have to be focusing on. And by you being at that place, they saw you.
Right.
They in the community. They already know what's going on.
Their church opened up their doors so they can have a place with air conditioner that had its camp. Right. Because a couple of years ago, back to back, it was outside. We still made it happen, though. We still made an impact.
Right.
15 years strong. And guess what, Captain 85? Everybody comes from a hood. A what neighborhood? Hello.
Hello.
Let's be for real.
Yes.
You know, let's, you know, change your verbiage. You will change and impact the community and those around you.
Right. That's why they can play video games, because the video game is entertaining them. But by seeing you in person, seeing you, and you're talking about, I used to be where you were. I was a kid. I just didn't pop up to be an adult. Right. I didn't pop up to be an international model. But because people doing what I'm doing today fed me the knowledge, fed me the wisdom, I am able to bring it back to you as an individual. If people look and see that, as the old saying is, our mind is a terrible thing to waste. I ain't never seen nobody say the community is a terrible thing to waste. It's the mind that the enemy is after. The enemy is after this, the brain. He's after the future generation. We have to focus on that. There's too many things going on to distract us from the main purpose. God, when he came in, and I don't like to preach or quote scripture, but the Bible said God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He didn't say God so loved the world that he gave you land, gave you a community. You can't take our ancestors showed us that by the pyramids, and the people are digging today in the pyramids, and still they're in one pyramid. They've been in it for years. They still got another 30 years. That's how deep it goes to get artifacts. 30 more years to get more artifacts that our ancestors left to show us that you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. Only thing we can take is what you are doing now, the work that you're doing. The young person can take that with them because it's in their mind. We are focusing on a too broader picture when we say community. We have to reach out, as they say, teach one, and they teach one. If you're there, they'll remember you because they say, oh, that guy with that beard on, maybe I'll grow up to be like him. I want to be a model. You know, that's something that they never thought about. I can be a basketball player. All these things that go into feed into a young person's mind is what they're going to imagine, because the imagination takes over. I remember I used to be in a special education class, and people would tell me, why you tell people you was in a special education class? Because I was. I ain't got no problem with it. Well, I wouldn't say it if I was you. Well, I'm not saying it for you. I'm saying it for young people, to let them know I was in a special education class. They took me out to third grade. Third grade. I wasn't in there a week. Took me out, put me in the third grade. The teacher said, leave your books, come go with me. Okay. And I just passed to the third grade. Wasn't in there a week. She said, come go with me. Okay. Go with her, go into the class. The teacher said, do you know why you're in my class? I said, no, ma'am. The teacher told me to come go with her. Okay. But after a few weeks in there, and she started working with me, she started noticing what I did. And she said, Henderson, she said, I see, how was you able to go to the math board and work that problem out? I mean, I know how to do it. I mean, I just know. She said, no, make a long story short, she said, I tell you what, if I work with you and I give you the work to do, will you do it? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I promise you, if you do the work, I promise you, I will get you out of the ungraded class. But unfortunately, I had to move to another district and she wasn't able to help me. But the knowledge, the way she taught me, I remembered it. And when she showed me, and I like something like a photograph of memory. I can just look at words and math and remember it, And but I used to get in trouble because I would do other kids' work. Because I don't like to see nobody fail. I like to see everybody be happy. But I got my hands spanked enough that I can't do it no more. But the point I'm making is, if you don't tell them the truth, they find out, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, but you were there. You were there speaking to them as a model, as a person of a spokesperson, a talk show host, an actor, all these things that they can see that they can grow up to be. And that's the key component. We have to take back the minds of our young people. That's why whenever you always call me or I call you, we get together, hey, you got something going on? Let me know. Because I get tired of talking to myself. But the thing is,
and there's always work to do.
Right. And everybody has to be on the same page.
Right.
In order to do that, you have to be able to support these events. Now, these events that you're involved in that's coming up, can we get a little bit of how that's going to help the community out by people buying tickets or making donations? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. Well, We Model USA started off several years ago as a platform for inspiring models to help bring awareness to human sex trafficking.
Okay.
And their motto is connect to protect. And they also have a competition over the years that they built into it, where inspiring models, adults 18 and older, will have an opportunity to compete at this fashion gala that we're having on July the 29th, 2023 at the famous MGM Casino and Resort. It is going to be amazing. And they actually will win a trip to Italy.
Whoa.
To carry on the message, bring more awareness, and to expand their careers and to have impact on other inspiring models as they are considered like brand ambassadors now.
Okay.
Which is amazing. And you can find the tickets on eventbrite.com. It's a fashion gala charity. Okay. So it's definitely helping to bring more awareness to this global issue that we have going on. And it is a major issue here right in our own homeland in USA.
Yes, yes. And that's the key component, is that we all have to be able to pitch in and do what it takes to turn this tragedy that we're facing every day to the week. I mean, I watch the news like the kids play video games. I'm on it from 4:30 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night until 11 o'clock again. So it doesn't escape me when people don't understand. People are dying every single day. Young people are dying. Young lady in Portsmouth laying in the bed got shot. Kid, I think it was 11 or 12, or maybe I might get an age wrong, but got shot lying in a bed. What are we doing? If we can't bring the focus in on the lives, we have to stay focused on the young people, because young people will rise to the occasion if you show them that you care and that they can. One thing you have to do and understand, they have to trust you. If they trust you, they will do their darndest to make sure they don't let you down. Because it hurts them to know that they gave you their word, because that's what the word comes from. That word they use on the street. Word is bond. Because their word will show you their character and they won't give up.
Absolutely.
So that's, like I said, I don't mean to, take over your part of the show, but what I'm saying is your work, the effort y'all are doing, and is needed and needs support from people who's watching, and to share with people. Again, you said that's going to be at the MGM. This is
Absolutely, at the MGM, July the 29th. That's on a Saturday. Doors open up at 4:30.
Okay.
We do have a VIP section that will be going on, taking your pictures. I highly recommend it. Like going to events, you just want to have the best experience. I know COVID hit and a lot of people were down and a lot of people still might be skeptical, but come on out, trust your faith and your creator. Come out and have a good time. If it's not going to hurt the wallet or the pocketbook, which it shouldn't hurt, because I can list a lot of things that people do for therapy, and shopping is a big one for women.
Right.
Shopping is therapy for women. So come on out, put on your showstopper gown. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be in the fashion show ripping up the runway, because this is something that is dear to my heart. I'm not getting paid to do this.
Right.
I do this out of my heart and love for humanity.
Right.
But it's an amazing platform that Patricia Watts has created right out in the DMV area. She is an Army veteran. We salute you. She's incredible. She wears many hats. She's done an incredible job. She's a mother, a grandmother. Hey, she's doing some amazing things. Hopefully you can come to the event. You'll get a chance to meet her. I'll introduce you to her. Let's take some photos.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing, because, 757, we got 804. We're like neighbors.
Right.
Me and Captain 85, I felt like we've been doing this longer than we have been doing this.
Right.
We're always up on it, supporting one another. It's some things going on down here. We got some back to school fashion shows with Macy's kicking off with the fabulous cameo models of International.
Okay.
They got some things going on, and I'm excited. We also got the Finley Foundation doing their camp August the 3rd. Shout out to the Finley Foundation. They're doing some amazing things out there. They got a camp where they do that for a day and pour into the kids, and it's so amazing what they're doing out there, because help is needed everywhere.
Yes.
Don't think you're not too good for help, because I was just learning something as I was talking to a lady, and it made sense, because you're in situations and somebody wants to help you, but in your mind, right now you really don't need it. You would rather them bless somebody else, but they chose you for a reason, because they bless you and then their blessings come. So don't block their blessings.
Right.
Even if you don't need the help, I encourage you to do the godly thing and just receive the blessing. Because I have a conscience. I have a spirit, and it was telling me like, hey, I really don't need the help. So should I really take this?
Right.
Then the lady, the lady, put hands on me, Elaine, like, she told me she was 72. I said, what? 72 where? She said, yeah, you gotta take the blessing, because you're gonna block their blessing. So I'm glad I got to share that. And lots going on. And we can't forget, we got Vicky Winans coming.
Hello.
July 30th. If you missed her last time, guess what? She's coming back.
She's back.
She's back July 30th. Get your tickets. We got our man Stevie Brown putting on this production for the fabulous area of the 7 cities, all the 7 cities. Let's pack the house of the Lord.
Right.
We got comedian that was working up under Martin Lawrence in the building, doing great things. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe Miss Wine is gonna be back.
Yes.
The Wine will be back in the building.
Yeah.
Along with Vicky Winers. We're gonna have some fun, y'all.
Yeah.
And you know, when the show's over with, go out there, support your artists, support your vendors.
Yeah.
They took the time out to come out here and share their gifts and what they got going on. So let's do the right thing and at least check all our vendors out, see what's going on, and support them if you can.
Right.
Because we got to support our small businesses. We got to support our entrepreneurs on this journey.
No question.
Because guess what, folks? If they feel the love and support in their own neighborhood where they grew up, in their own community, that gives them the confidence to say, you know what? I can take my business wherever I go. You know? Let's do that, y'all. You know?
Yeah.
And if you get a chance to come to this fashion gala, you're in for a treat. If you do the VIP ticket, you're in for a treat. You know, I don't know if y'all can see me back there. I'm in the back, right back there in the back. That was an amazing promo that we did in Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay.
Folks, if you haven't been out there yet, go on out there. Take your family out there. Take your spouse out there. You're going to have some fun. You're right by the water. You can capture some amazing, amazing photos. And there is some good eatery out there too, if I may say. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You still got time, folks. The MGM is around the corner. I would love to be able to see y'all there and say, hey, I found out about this event on the Best of the 757, Vaughn Digital Media Incorporated.
Hello.
Henderson Vaughn and all the great things he's doing. I want y'all to say that because that's what we got to do, folks. We got to support one another, you know.
Hello.
I remember Jolie Glossman. She's got the gym out there in South Beach, Miami. I'm trying to tell you, everybody's been through that gym. Even the GOAT is up there. She got pictures with the GOAT, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Everybody's been through that gym. And she saw an event that I posted on Instagram. And she, lo and behold, she was in town, and we got this surprise Mama Ali, my big sister.
Hello.
You know, she was just, because that's her daughter, Jolie. And she was like, Michael, we got to keep it. We got to keep it a secret. We can't tell her. We can't tell her. I'm like, okay. I'm on pins and needles because, I like to share that type of information. With people's, man, with my fam, man, you know. But we managed to pull it off, man. You know, shout out to Pete Riviera. I don't know if he's been on your show yet, but we got to get him on your show because he's doing amazing things with his platform and with his things that he's working on that's coming to the table is amazing. But he had an event representing all the North Carolina Flamers. We had what was his name? Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher came out there, man.
Oh, okay.
We had Bone Crusher out there. We had some other martial artists from back in the day, man, that still got it. And it was just a great time, you know. And we pulled it off. Mama Ali started crying. We were able to capture that on video because, you know, when you're around greatness, when you're around real people,
right?
These moments are special, man. Real people cry, man. They don't care where they at.
I'm telling
you, they're
you,
real. They're not putting on a facade. And I encourage anybody out there that is putting on a facade or being an imposter to stop it. Seek the Creator, seek the Most High, and you're going to be able to create a world that you knew exists deep down inside that is coming to a reality now.
Yes.
For real, y'all. Let's, you know, because I tell you, Mama Ali is just a bundle of joy, such a gift to her world. I mean, she pick up and go, and she'll be in Afghanistan. She'll be in Ghana.
Yeah.
And God willing, hopefully I'll be on her next trip with her to the motherland, which
All
would be,
right.
you know, because they're doing some amazing things out there, man. And I'm here to tell you, the motherland, people from the motherland, their DNA is different. I'm telling you, man, because we look at so many people out there that have created so many things that the enemy has taken and still trying to take. Hello, folks.
You know, that's the purpose of working together. You know, the Bible, scripture say divided we stand. But if you divide it, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall because we're not coming together. Just as like you got two hands, but as they say, the right hand don't know what the left hand is doing. So, but if the left hand know what the right hand is doing, they working together. It comes together. We have to come together and stop having a pity party and say, hey, my man over here, he's doing it. He's a model. Let me go support his thing. You know, you came down to VA, you supported Vicky Winans thing, you was there. You know, we have to do the same thing in return. If the time allows that, in scheduling allow, you got to do something. If not, only if you can't make it, make a donation or something.
Right. Or sponsor somebody else to go there. Maybe experience nothing. So I want to give a shout out to Alicia Phillips. I mean, relentlessly.
Yes.
Relentlessly, she has sponsored 3 people to some incredible events out here in Richmond, Virginia.
Wow.
Folks, we're just sharing this information for inspiration, motivation, and it's all led by the Spirit. All led by the Spirit, folks. We don't do anything for bragging rights. Because look, folks, if you're out here bragging, all you're doing is hurting yourself. You're delaying the abundance that you've been praying for. So don't brag. So there is a way to inspire and motivate without bragging.
Right.
And if you need help, reach out to your neighbor, reach out to your leaders, reach out to your local church, and reach out to them, because there's a way to do it. We don't, because we don't need to put that bad energy out there into somebody that's trying to do right.
Right.
That's trying to get back on the right track, because hear me out, ladies and gentlemen, it takes more energy to be negative than positive. I'm going to say it again.
Oh, yeah.
It takes more energy to be negative than positive. So let that sink in, because, and here's something else, folks. As elders, the youth has to respect, and vice versa, because we all can learn from one another. Because I'm here to tell you, folks, because a lot of our elder is not keen to the technology, all this AI software. And when the American dollar is memorabilia, if we see it in our lifetime, it's going to happen.
Right.
Whether it's our kids, our grandkids, folks, it's going to happen. The digital space is here, and they're just trying to crack down on all the corruption. Because we, the people, have control over this thing, man.
Yeah.
For real. Let your voice be heard. And if you're crying about what's going on in your neighborhood, I said it, you're whining. Start getting to the General Assemblies. Start voting. Start rallying the people together.
Yes.
So we can have the funds. We can do the things. We can build our own centers, as we have seen other cultures do it. We have done it. And let's repeat history, and let's do it again. Because there's an unveiling happening around the world. There's a shift of wealth happening. And I want you to get your slice of the pie.
Yeah. You can't get it if you ain't in it.
You go. You got to be in the field, folks.
Yeah.
God gave you transportation, your feet.
Hello.
Let's rally up and let's come together. Let's the youth work with the elder and vice versa. And we got another big event going on out in Atlanta. If you know anybody out in Atlanta, if your schedule's free, I highly suggest you get to this event, because I never heard of it before.
Okay.
This is the first event to come. It's called Invest Fest.
Okay.
So
I got some people down there.
yeah,
And one of the guys, he's a minister and he's a blues singer.
okay, yeah,
I'm gonna bring him on my show. He does a radio show, and I mean he's in everything. But I've been knowing him for years. When he was here, he was a limo driver, and I met him when I had opened up Picasso's because I had a fleet of limos.
man,
People that wanted to, come to the club, and I was paying them to have the limos there. So if people want to take leave the club, and they meet somebody they wanted to talk to, not in the club, but just want to take a ride in the limo with a bottle of champagne. We had a reasonable rate, and I had 4 stretch limos in front of the club.
hello.
And people didn't understand that it wasn't about, because if you work every day, you support a business, you are the brand. I'm not the brand, I'm the business. But you're working in the mind, is my brother used to say. There's a minefield out there, a gold mine field out there. Those people are out there in the field picking up the nuggets, and they bringing them to us. So our theme was, let's treat them like royalty, even though I got a lot of flack from the city, because they like, roll up. You're treating Bloods and Crips like royalty? I'm like, who knows who a Blood and Crip? They don't advertise that kind of stuff. These are working class people that go out here every day, 9 to 5, and know how to dress up and act with respect. And I had trained my staff. When the person walked to the door, you say, "Good evening, how you doing? Welcome to Club Picasso's." And so when they stepped in and they meet the lady at the register, they got to pay, "Good evening, how you doing?" And I would tell her this, and this is one of my pet peeves. If a person lay the money down on this thing, don't take it, because they're disrespecting your job. Your job is, "Good evening, how you doing? Welcome to Picasso's." You done said that, and they take the money and throw it on the thing like that. No. They have to hand it to you.
Absolutely.
Because you got to get eye contact. Without eye contact, I don't want them in the club. If these people, you're speaking for a reason. Good evening. Glad you came, because you're happy. That has to resonate here before it resonate till they get 8 feet in the door into the club. Because 8 feet, they're at the bar.
Right.
Now they got their friends, Jack Daniels, Grey Goose, Belvedere, Cognac, Remy Martin, tequila. Once they get one of those, now they think, "Hey, I'm the baddest man in here." Their attitude has never changed from the door. "Make it another night." "Sorry, sir, can't come in." "Appreciate it. Matter of fact, you come back tomorrow, next week, I'll let you in free." And I tell you what, and not only that, I'll let you bring 5 of your friends to get in free. It's not personal. This is business. So we have to recognize what's going to change the attitudes of our youth and our community, because it seems like we just mad with each other.
Right, man. And some people down in Richmond knew about Picasso's, man.
Of course, they used to come down.
They said it ain't been a club like that since.
I know. That's why they wanted us gone. Like,
right. Exactly. You know.
That with that said, because once Picasso's closed, the cities, the seven cities, I mean, just around in Norfolk, Portsmouth, and Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Norfolk lost millions of dollars in revenue. Millions of dollars. Because once we got 800-900 people at our club, that was our capacity, 900. And the people that come after that, they couldn't get in. They go to all the other clubs. Not only that, when we closed at 3 or 4 in the morning, Those people went to McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's, Denny's, all the restaurants that was open 24 hours a day. You couldn't get in there. You could not get in there. So when they're saying I'm the worst club in the history, you don't even know what worst club is, because we weren't.
Exactly.
But, because I'll put that in the book, because I researched everything I needed to do to find out how they manipulated the community and the public by trying to say that we was the worst club. I opened up Picasso's for the owner we purchased it from. I opened up a lot of clubs. I don't work at no club if they're not going to do what I say do. You're not hiring me. If you want a manager, you can get anybody. I don't manage clubs. I manage people's dreams and to make them successful.
Right. Absolutely.
So when we get into things, we have to recognize. That's why with this event that you're in, it's for the community. It's for the young people. We have to recognize that
this is a community event, a family event, wherever you're at on the East Coast.
Right.
Let people know. You know people in Baltimore, Maryland, Philly. This is an event everybody should be. Let's pack the house out. And
go to Bryce Hall.
It's going to be July 29th.
Yeah,
that's a Saturday at the MGM. Plenty of parking. And I hope to see y'all there. We got Lamont Easter there, one of the judges, amazing guy. He's won numerous Emmy Awards, doing some incredible things in the community, in the DMV area. More people are going to be there. And absolutely, and before we go, Vaughn, the Invest Fest in August 25th through the 27th in Atlanta, you're going to have people there such as Benjamin Crump, Isaac Hayes, John Sally, Steve Harvey, 19 Keys, Young Jeezy. I mean, a list of all genres of backgrounds. You're going to have, I forgot the guy, I think he's the financial advisor for the Dallas Mavericks. He's going to be there. So it's called Invest Fest for a reason. Want to show people different types of investments that are out there. What's going on in the financial space.
Right.
Too many people are suffering. And that's the 25th through the 27th in ATL in August. I send you the information on that, Vaughn. You can share with the 7 cities.
Right.
Any of your contacts out in Atlanta. I want to go, but I'm actually already committed to something else. But I'm always the one that's going to share the message.
Right. No question.
Because it's something worth looking into. These people haven't been successful by just luck, labor under correct knowledge, what it actually means if you want to say somebody's luck. So, get with the program, and if you can get out there, that's great. But always check in with myself, Henderson Vaughn,
There's
always something going on, and we're going to bring you the real events, events with purpose, meaning, something to help the community, make an impact in this world. And if I don't leave you with nothing else, try as a human being to be a universal being.
Right.
Of the universe, because a lot of people are they just might be stuck on, just one thing, and that's not cool. Try to be a person of the universe, because we are a part of the universe. Don't forget that. You're made of the periodic table.
Yeah.
Let's get for real now.
Yeah. Hello. So that's the key component. If we learn to work together, you don't see the sun fighting the moon. You don't see the day fighting the night. So and we made from the same we made from the same entity. God, the creator of all, is God within us. So when we don't understand that, and when we come together, it's a powerful thing.
Absolutely. And eat right, folks. I got a date right here, and I got me a mini banana.
Okay. Hey,
we got to eat right too, because The more we protect our temple, our body,
Right.
because you know, if somebody asks you where do you live at, you live inside your body.
Right.
You don't live in Chicago, New York, Amsterdam.
Right.
You reside.
Hello.
So yeah, let's change our way of thinking, folks. Start reading some of these words out here that they got forward that should be backwards, and read them and see what it sounds to you.
Yeah.
Because they try so much technology out here. But one thing you can't fool a conscious spirit being of the universe. You know.
You might get away for a minute.
Right.
For a moment. But then when they wake up, you know, then it's a whole different thing. And that's the thing of, like I said, even what you just said, about what you eat, what you put in your temple. You know, all we do is they're sending us to the doctor every day.
Absolutely.
Every day, a doctor's got a different medicine for you.
Yeah, there's pros and cons and everything. So what you watch on TV, what you consume in your mind, all the BS on social media. There are some good things on social media. People actually have built and collab, because hear me out, folks. Weak-minded people, and I'm gonna say this, and haters want to compete. Visionary leaders and spirit beings want to collaborate.
Right.
Because they know the more collaboration, the farther we can reach different regions, different nations, and we can be global.
Yeah.
With the power of the World Wide Web, the power of social media, if it's done properly.
Right. And it's not an easy, nothing is easy in life when it comes to something worthy. You know, the enemy comes against you full tilt. Next thing you know, you're trying to figure out, what did I do to get this kind of attention? What did I do wrong when I ain't did nothing but try to help? And it's like people want to close the doors on you because you're just trying to help the community, get the young people involved and engaged in things and activities that will spark their imagination. Because when you're talking about camps that people put on, like the Finney Foundation, the people that you involved with, the community, all these things is an access to the future generation. The young people are now seeing, I can grow up to be somebody. I don't need a gun. And a lot of my several different campaigns I'm gonna be having going out throughout the year into next year is, you know, the one slogan people had was hands up, gun down. No. If you 17 and older, guns down, pen up, vote. You use that pen to vote. You don't need no gun. The most powerful weapon you got is your brain. And why do you, if it wasn't, why is everybody trying to take control of it? Why is everybody
that's the system of the human anatomy.
Right.
Your brain is the 10th system. It has a total of 10. Some people think it's just 9. No, it has 10.
Okay.
The brain is number 10, the mind, which is super powerful. And man, it's always a pleasure and honor being on your platform. You're relentless. You support your community faithfully, relentlessly, with tenacity and purpose. You support all your local heroes, from sport people, from musicians, all across the genre. And like you said, you know, when we had these awards out here, y'all, people putting these awards together, don't forget your local heroes, because some of them have went on to be national and international.
Right.
But they haven't been recognized at home. We got to stop that. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And CAPTAIN85 brought that to my attention. So I'm gonna be searching, because there's a lot of people that, you know, that have made it, and you know, they just want to be recognized at home. You know, we want to do something big for them.
Yes, no doubt. Those days are coming too. Those days are coming too.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's just as they say, work in progress. You know, when it comes to our community, I can't, you know, I love people from other, you know, celebrities that come in, but I like I tell people, I haven't supported most of the superstars that are, stars today, most of them started in Picasso's. Most of them
Hello.
started in Picasso's.
Absolutely.
The first shows they ever performed, they were at Picasso's. P. Diddy, when he was doing when he selected the making of the band on television,
Picasso's.
they was at Picasso's. They brought in a satellite truck to perform in Picasso's and filmed it.
How about that, folks? Talking about history.
Yeah.
Listen to all rich history, man. And
Yeah.
we definitely we want to give praise to the Most High. None of this would be possible without our Creator. And we want to thank all of our viewers and listeners and all of our supporters. You can support Captain 85's platforms. You can get stars and all that great stuff. Make sure you support him, y'all. He's doing some great, great things that most community leaders are not doing for their people, And we truly appreciate you. And once again, thank you for having me on this platform.
And can you mention that young lady's name again? The one
absolutely. Patricia Watts. Check her out. Check her out on Facebook, on Instagram, We Model USA. Check out the platform. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. We can't wait to see you because we are out here making a difference and we're saving lives.
No doubt. And that's the great part of this event.
Yes.
We need more. We need more people to come together. We need people to support. If you can't go, purchase a ticket and give it to somebody.
Absolutely.
Especially people that like fashion. You'd be surprised. The people that go shopping, they're looking for new ways, new styles, and they can only see it if they go to a fashion show.
Absolutely. Especially if you got events in your local community, make sure you get to them, folks. But if you can't, sponsor somebody, so somebody can go, because there might be some information that they come back and share with you, that can add value to your life or your business or your organization or your community. You just never know, folks. So support your local events. We didn't say you had to catch a flight, get a hotel and all that. The event's over at 10. And you're going to have a good time. And matter of fact, like Patricia said, the fight's going to be there. So you might can watch the fight.
Oh, okay.
If you're in the sport. So the fight will be at the MGM. So that's free for you to watch the fight if you're at the event.
Okay. Well, Mike, once again, always an excellent job. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Like I said, you're internationally known talk show host, actor. You got a lot of hats that you wear. But most of all, you're dedicating your time when you are available to do so, to give back to your community in the 804-757 and the DMV. And matter of fact, in Florida, well, you're all over the place. I have to go to your page and see where you're at most of the time. I'm like, you could have took me with him, but send me a picture or something. Put me in the background. Do a photo bomb.
Fly back out to Florida. Probably gonna be sliding out to D-Town. Just some great things going on, man, and some great things happening. And I'm in a position to, be there.
No question.
Creator, absolutely. And I've sent you some more information on InvestFest because that's great, man. There's 7 cities in the Tidewater area. I mean, a lot of entrepreneurs out there. So
I got people down there, family down there. Like I said, there's most of the clubs, even one of my other clubs that I'm managing, the Club Royal Blue. A lot of people that used to be here from the Club Royal Blue is down in the ATL. Entertainers and, people that started businesses, so it goes around. ATL is the spot. I know that I was down there when my son was in boot camp. We rode down to see my wife's sister. She stays there. She got properties and stuff. And it's like I said, I'm supposed to be getting with one of the guys that I'm playing his music. He's working the same thing with the community. He's a pastor, and he was saying that he wanted me to. He's going to connect me with one of the senators down there, to get in contact with what they are doing down there. So maybe we can team up and do something. So I'll keep you abreast of that as well. But once again, thank you so much for coming on today, Mike. Once again, that event is going down. That's the day, July the
29th.
29th, fashion gala and charity event. And this is to support the communities, to give back to the youth. And, we really thank this young lady right here for putting, We Models USA, international known model Mike Resnick, he's going to be there as well. Don't forget to get a picture with Mike, and so we can share it on Facebook, Instagram, and most of all, you keep it as a souvenir because he's already a celebrity, and you get to say you met him, and you can share that with your sons and your daughters, because this is the image they need to see, so they can see that they can grow up to be just like any person that they see that's doing positive things. These are the images that we got to show our young people. And if we can do that, we can transform our young people to understand that everybody can be whatever they want to be if they're around the right people in life. Thank you so much, Mike.
You're welcome, Captain 85.
All right. Bye-bye. You too. Well, that's it. Mike came on to talk about this event. Like I said, I put it back up there as the event when it's going to be, and you can get your tickets. I'll put that back up on the screen as well. If you want to go to Eventbrite, see where that one is. It's kind of small because that's the website that you can go to, that right there that's running down on the screen. If you can type, get the, that information. And once I go off, it will be up until, it never goes away, but it'll be on all my social media page. And we'll make sure that I reach out and make sure that everybody know about this event that's going down. So I hope that someone out there or all of y'all out there will be able to go to this event and show Mike Resnick and the young lady that's putting this event on for the community that, it's time to enjoy a little, relaxation and go to an event and watch these beautiful models to do their thing on stage for charity. And like I said before, if we all learn to come together, we can change the world. As the late, great pop Michael Jackson said, it's the man in the mirror. Why he said that? The reason why he said that, because our flesh is the vessel that holds our spirit. And when we look at our reflection in the mirror, we know that we have work to do, because God created us to do just that, to be servants in his kingdom. And we can serve our future generation because that's what they're looking for. So remember to love yourself and put God first. Everything else will fall in place. Doesn't matter what others think about you. It's what you think about yourself. Our future is at stake. Our ancestors left us a legacy. Just don't leave the next generation a legacy of pain and suffering and prison, the pipeline that starts and begins at the 3rd grade. Do your research. It starts. If they do not pass the 3rd grade, each child is subject to go to prison. And I got that from Senator Bobby Scott, which I already knew when he told me that he was doing his job informing the community about how legislation is passed and it's locking our young people and putting them in prison from the 3rd grade, as they say, from the cradle to the grave. We can stop this senseless violence that's going on in our community, because that's my mission. I do it because I'm blessed to have kids and grandkids and great grandkids. And I want your family, your kids, I'll be coming soon with more details on my campaign. I didn't come here to talk. I come here to do the work. I get the job done. Until next time, thank you so much for supporting and share this link with people on your page. This is Captain 85 for the best of the community talk show 757, 2 up and 2 down, VA. We are 757. We are VA. Remember that. We are the first. Bye-bye.